allegations made by the PKGG, and in particular in relation to the drug syndicates that are said to operate in South Africa. You don't seem to believe any of that.
Let me put it into context for you, Advocate. A cartel. I look at the Colombians. I look at the Russians, the Bulgarians, maybe even the Moroccans. Those are cartels. Cat Matlala is way too small for that job. And when you look at the evidence provided by Lieutenant General Kumalo about the existence of cartels here in this room, he might have well have Googled it. ChatGPT gives you a better description. There's no evidentiary information. The cartels are here. You'd be stupid to dispute that. But Cat Matlala is way too small to be labeled a cartel member or cartel boss, rather. But what I think he was, is he was a cash funnel for some very, very powerful people within the South African police services. And if you like, and if you let me, I'll assist you because we're short of time to qualify my statement. If you let me.
It's actually your day, Mr. Adams, and not mine. So you have the floor.
Cat Matlala is a criminal. We can agree to this, all of us. I don't think anybody's going to argue that. But he didn't give himself a 300 million rand tender. He didn't. There was a BAC and a BEC. Now, the National Commissioner sat here and he admitted that someone within the IDAC had notified him that this tender might be going to the wrong person. But he says that he contacted General Fani and told General Fani to have a look. General Fani came back and said, no, it all looks above board, but if there's an investigation, we can act. That if cost the South African taxpayer 50 million rand. But the National Commissioner takes no action against General Fani. Cat Matlala is a criminal. And they've given him access to the health records of every policeman in the country. One click of the mouse and he'll know who has HIV. One click of the mouse and he knows who's got mental health issues. In this country, people kill themselves before they reveal that status. And they've given this to a criminal. This is treason. Now that we've established that he had no right to get that tender and the National Commissioner may well have known, let's shelf that. He didn't pay himself 50 million rand. This money was authorized by the accounting officer of the SAPS, Mr. Fani Masimola, even if he didn't sign it himself. But then it gets worse than that. SIU makes this discovery, not the South African police services. If SIU does not investigate this, Cat Matlala is still trading with the SAPS. And in my view, there was never an investigation into Cat. Because if you look at the case docket at his last appearance last month, there's 2 pages in the docket. 2. That's not an investigation, that's a joke.
We know Mr. Mokhotsi was also investigating him. What do you know about that? Do you believe that he was busy with an investigation?
It's hard to know what to believe. I don't know. I'll be very honest with you, Advocate. I don't know. And I'd rather not have an opinion because I so much want to believe so much of what was said here, and there's so much of what was said here that I just can't believe it. That simply can't be true.
You don't believe that he was busy with the investigation?
Can I sit on the fence just this once?
Okay.
Because I hope he was, but he probably wasn't.
Okay. So you're basically saying, and this is in your statement, that the stories that or rather the allegations that are made are theories. The allegations around the syndicates are theories, and that General Kumalo, when he explained the characteristics of syndicates and how they operate, was drawing information from ChatGPT.
If you doubt me, Advocate, just Google it. It's there. He might as well have been quoting you from ChatGPT. This is the whole head of crime intelligence.
I'd like to move on from that and deal with something which you have mentioned quite a number of times, the murder of Cindy Saul. And in your statement, as part of your annexures, you've attached a statement from a person who you say was one of the accused persons. He's in prison right now. Do you want to just talk about that briefly before I ask you my questions on it?
I just want to tie that into what happens. Patricia Mashali contacted me. This is how I met her. And she asked me to go and meet, if I would meet Bongi Nkosi Dlamini. He was a sergeant in the South African Police Services. So I went to Durban. I went to the Westville prison and I had a long chat with Bongi Nkosi Dlamini. And he was investigating the murder of Mr. Sindiso Mahaka. And this man claims that he was ordered by General Kumalo to arrest the mayor of Durban. And he refused. And weeks later, he was charged with defeating the ends of justice. And he spent 4.5 years in prison without bail, awaiting trial for a non-violent crime. And then he was found guilty by a judge citing case law that doesn't exist in December. No, sorry. I think it was October. He's sentenced, just please don't quote me, October, it might have been September, but I'm saying October. He is sentenced in October. We are now in March. Found guilty in October. We are now in March. He still hasn't been sentenced. Because the minute they sentence him, he can appeal. So they leave this man to rot in jail. When I speak to this man, who I believe is a good policeman, was a good policeman, he says to me, there's someone inside of this prison that you should meet. I say, who? He says it's the murderer, one of the hitmen in the Sindiso Mahaka case. I meet this man. He says to me, he speaks Zulu, he doesn't speak English, so we have to get a translator. I want to tell the truth. I say to him, I can't cut you a deal. He says, I don't want a deal, I want to tell the truth. He says they were paid to kill Mrs. Sindiso Mahaka. He says that they were escorted to and from the scene of the crime by the South African Police Services. Now it's been confirmed that the AK-47, which killed one of our finest, was supplied by crime intelligence. And when General Kumalo sits here, he says, no, the investigation is still ongoing. 4 years later, with a hitman begging to confess. This is crime intelligence for you.
Can I just ask?
I just need to finish, Advocate, because this is a sore point for me. In the attachments is the confession of the hitman. I suggest you read it tonight. But the same name keeps coming up. I can promise you now, if you saw Fadiel Adams at a drug den 5 times, you'd say he was on drugs. You've done more than see a certain general at a drug den more than 5 times. Draw your own inference. I'm not telling you where to go. Thank you, Advocate.
I was just going to direct members to where the statement is. It's on page 83 to 94 of the bundle, and then it has an annexure to it as well. And the statement was deposed by Mr. Sibusiso Malusi Tengwa, and we have a stamp. It's not signed. The date is not signed, put on it by the Commission of Oath, but there's a stamp that indicates that it was deposed on the 26th of November, 2025.
I cannot confirm the date offhand, Advocate. I cannot, but if the stamp is there, then so be it.
Yeah, and the Commission of Oaths has a stamp and it's dated 26 November 2025. So in the statement, in paragraph 19 on page 91, the deponent actually confirms that you did go and visit him, and that you visited him with Mr. Mbanjwa.
Yes, round about right. So,
No, sorry, with Mr. Bongenkosi Dlamini, he says I got Mr. Adams in paragraph 19. Mr. Adams got in contact with me with the help of Bongenkosi Dlamini, as I told Mr. Dlamini.
And conclude the point, Honorable Advocate Mukhais.
Okay. And then you say, sure. As I told Mr. Dlamini of my problem, and he was amongst the first of the investigators, and he is now arrested regarding the same matter. So this is the deponent saying you visited him with Mr. He got in contact with you through Mr. Dlamini, who is now arrested, and Mr. Dlamini was one of the first investigators into this matter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Honorable Skosan.
Thank you, Chair. Just a clarity on that. The killer of Sindiso Makaka was sentenced for 25 years. Am I right?
He's one of the hitmen. I don't know if he pulled the trigger, sir. He was
No,
part
no,
of
no. I'm saying the killer who killed Comrade Sindiso Makaka was sentenced for 25 years.
Yes, sir.
And we are saying he's still waiting to be.
He's waiting to tell the whole truth, sir. He's begging to tell the whole truth. Who paid them? The names of the people who drove them.
So when he was sentenced, when he was the mitigation, he didn't tell what happened.
He didn't tell, sir.
Okay, thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Skosana.
Honorable Sols.
Oh, Chair, I missed the advocate when they were dealing with the sworn affidavit. The documents we have, it stops at page 83, attachment FAA8. The sworn affidavit stops at paragraph 3, and we have nothing else after that, Chair. So we couldn't follow.
Chairperson, just while the advocate is looking for that annexure, can I just go and see someone just to get a tablet for my shoulder, please? Man, I want to finish tonight. I'm going to sit here all night if I have to. I just need some relief, please, man. Thank you.
Find anything truthful in General Kumalo, and you have a serious. This is actually probably the most appropriate way to put it. You have serious distrust in crime intelligence. Now it seems that it stretches over to the members of the PKTT, the National Commissioner, General Mkhwanazi, all these senior officials. Where did it start? Where did it start? And I ask this because I see, and again, I refer to the other witnesses. There's a number of allegations, very similar in nature, that seems to circulate. And these are all aimed against the PKTT, crime intelligence, and General Mkhwanazi and General Kumalo. When did it start? And where? And how did it come about that you all seem to you have the same information and you all appear very eager to make it known and to have these charges pursued, and it seems with not much success. And I tell you why I ask. It's twofold. To first of all understand the relationship in this group and your eagerness and the distrust against crime intelligence, but also if these allegations that you are making and these other witnesses, if there's any merit in it, then I'm asking so that the committee can come to your aid, because it's more than one person that have raised the same allegations over and over again.
I have a serious distrust of generals who lie to the public and to Parliament. I have a serious distrust. So I hope that explains part of that. The PKTT, for me, is a total waste of money. I actually don't care what anybody says. You have a unit, excluding SNTs and overtime and salaries, costing us 100 million a year. I say you could probably double that. Huh? Investigating a handful of murders. And then on the Cape Flats, you got an AGU combating 3,000 murders a year with 7 million rand to spend. Can you see the disparity? And let me be brutal and blatant about it. The PKTT is not investigating a single death that is non-black. And it gets overfunded. And on the Cape Flats, we are losing 3,000 youngsters a year. And the AGU gets underfunded. They put a different premium on a colored life in this country. And I think it's disgusting. So for me, if anybody is going to try and justify the existence of a unit that last year investigated one murder at a cost of 100 million rand, excluding SNTs, excluding overtime, excluding salaries, while we're burying 3-year-olds out here. 3-year-olds. It just doesn't make sense. The PKTT must be disbanded, whether you use the word immediately or not.
So it started with the disbandment. Is that where it all started for you, with the disbandment?
No.
When did it start? Because you in your statement as well, you say that you used to think very highly of General Mkhwanazi. You used to see him as somebody who was a suitable candidate for the post of National Commissioner.
Yes, ma'am.
So where did it start?
For me, it started in portfolio. It started when I picked up on little things, when they're ducking, they're diving, when they're telling little white lies, but you're picking up on it. I just know, man, this is not what it's supposed to be. And trust me when I tell you, it's not personal, but it's fast becoming personal, but it's not personal. It's not meant to be personal.
I think we're nearing the end of your statement,
Honorable,
but there is.
Honorable Skosana.
A quick one, Chair. I just wanted to get it clear from our witness. He says that whatever we are thinking about the PKTT, it doesn't care because it has one indicated one murder for 100 million. Am I right? If I hear you well,
Yes, you heard me fine.
is that a fact?
You were in the 5th of March meeting, Honorable
Yes, I
Susana,
am. Yes.
where it was said that they had one politically motivated killing that year. Now, we have 2,999 more murders than that in the Cape Flats.
No, no.
And we're not getting those type of resources.
No,
Do you understand that a
No,
colored life is worth something too?
No. Remember, there is a unit in Cape Town. You know about that. There's no. I'm talking about PKTT now. The other unit will talk about once we start questioning you. We are saying to us, 100 million was used to instigate one murder. I'm just asking that is that what we are saying to us?
I'm saying one murder happened for the year.
For a year, one murder, which is
One politically motivated murder. He said it, not me. General Kumalo said it, not me. So
we'll come to.
let me
to that.
quantify it for you. So before that, they had, I think, 50 dockets to conclude.
No. What I wanted to find out, you are saying it's one murder a year. That's just what you said.
I'm not saying it. Lieutenant General Kumalo said it in the 5th of March in portfolio that they had one political murder for the year. One.
But you don't understand what I mean. Remember, I sit in that committee with you. I'm saying here, we are telling us, let's forget about General Kumalo, yourself. We are saying to us that they've spent over 100 million for one murder.
I'm going to say it again. The PKTT's budget, operating budget for the year is 100 million rand. Last year, they had.
No, I know it is. I know.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Last year, they had one politically motivated murder. One. I'm saying there's no way we can justify that. No way. It's impossible.
But let me tell you, it's not true. But we'll come to that.
No, then
Then
you need to tell General Kumalo that it's not true because I didn't make that presentation, sir.
No, I remember we responded to General Kumalo when he was here. And you have to respond to us because we are the one who's telling us as well. Am I right?
I didn't make that presentation.
But we are doing
I'm
it now.
quoting the presentation. So you're arguing with the wrong person, sir. Or would you like me to play the slide?
No, I have.
Thank you.
I have. We will ask you. I just wanted to find out that you remember you are under oath. And Kumalo was under oath. If he liked to us as well, General Kumalo, Lieutenant General Kumalo, he will for his own sake, he's going to be the one who will be responding to us. Why did he misled this committee? So hence to you, I'm saying to you, you are saying to us, One political killing for 1 year.
For the first
100
time, sir,
million.
yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Let's proceed.